G'day, it's Oscar, and this is subscriber-only content. Thank you for subscribing. As a thank you for your commitment and taking that extra step and selecting subscribe, as well as based on our audience survey and research, I'm listening to you. This is called Answer My Questions. If you have a question on listening in the workplace that you would love to have answered, email podcast@oscartrimboli.com. That's podcast@oscartrimboli.com. Dave asks this question. In a discussion, is the way to enter into deep listening by exploring really wide first, and then you're able to understand what's more important before you go deep, versus going deep on the very first thing they say?
All these rules all these prescriptions are useful. George Fox had a wonderful quote: all models are wrong, some models are useful. Just take out what's useful here, is what I would say. As a reflection on a lot of conversations I've had, though, Dave, whether it's with leaders, whether it's with people who are leadership consultants, too many of them get stuck going deep on the wrong problem. Or too many of them go deep on a problem that isn't systemic, or too many of them go deep on a problem that's a short-term issue rather than a long-term systemic process problem that they're trying to resolve. So as a rule, one of the things I do in my coaching supervision work is helping the coach to just be patient a little bit longer. In fact, stay wider longer, because too many of us want to discover rather than explore. And I think exploration is underrated in the workplace and discovery is overrated. We've discovered that issue, let's go deep and let's move on, because we get a sense of instant progress. But if you're working on the really core issues, those big systemic problems, the things you would do the Six Sigma fishbone on, those are the issues I wish in workplace conversations we just took a little bit time to go wider, and in exploring a little bit further rather than discovering the first or second thing we bump into, we can make an impact beyond words.
What's your question? I'd love to know. Let me know. Send me an email, podcast@oscartrimboli.com. That's podcast@oscartrimboli.com for any questions you have on listening in the workplace. Thanks for listening.